So the key to success to having great audio, you have to have all the right tools, such as a great microphone, room treatment, audio gear, EQ, compression, and noise gate. But can a under $65 dynamic microphone sound good? Well, that's what you're listening to right now. I got the FIFINE K688CT. This dynamic microphone sounds really good in this full equalization and enhancements. I always like to start off my microphone videos with this kind of voiceover so you can hear the potential sound that you can achieve with any microphone if you have a treated environment, EQ it in post, and stuff like that. Do you hear the sound quality that's coming out of a under $65 microphone? Let's talk more about this microphone. Sit back, relax, and get your popcorn ready and follow me on this journey. Let's go. All right, guys, this is Eric back with another video. So I have the FIFINE K688CT Dynamic Microphone Kit. It comes with the bass and everything else in between, connected to the Zoom F6 with no processing. But if I add any processing, I would leave a text down in the lower third. So time after time, I've been saying this. There's no need for bad audio when you have microphones like this that cost under $65 to get the whole kit. Think about that sound quality. This is no equalization right now, so you're getting flat sound. But I do want to give a disclaimer. In my studio, it's sound treated. It got sound blankets all around me. Also, it's very quiet in here besides some of the fan noise that's coming from the light system that I have in here. But other than that, there's no noise in this studio. I have all my walls has some sort of sound treatment, just so you know. And I'm filming and I'm recording this entire audio on the Zoom F6 with flat sound. And again, if I do anything as far as equalization, I will leave it down in the lower third. So let's talk about the unboxing experience if you buy this microphone. So looking at the box is nice premium box. When opening up the box, you're greeted to the microphone arm that I'm using right here. You also get a desk clamp. You get the microphone itself and a USB cable and a user manual. One thing that is not included with the kit is the XLR cable. It's sold separately. So this dynamic microphone does have both. It has a USB port and it has an XLR port. And again, this whole kit costs under $65. I will leave product links down in the description below. So the FIFINE K688CT is a dynamic microphone with a cordial porter pattern with a frequency response of 50 Hertz to 16 kilohertz. Now I have the signal to noise ratio of 80 dBs. Now this microphone can be used with both USB-C and XLR. So if you have a smartphone or a computer, you can connect USB. You do not need phantom power with this dynamic microphone. Or if you have an audio interface or a recorder, you can use the XLR. That's exactly what I'm using in this video. But I will show you in this video a smartphone connection because you might want to use this on the smartphone to get better audio. But yeah, that's going to be the specs of the FIFINE microphone. All right, guys, so let's go over the build quality and some of the features of the dynamic microphone. First, let's talk about the build quality. Now, when you take off the cover here, you have a all metal build here, right, with the microphone capsule right here, all right, and you have everything all attached. Okay, so that's ready to go. Now in the back here, you got XLR and you have USB Type-C along with a headphone jack for monitoring. Now you can adjust your monitoring here, and you can adjust the volume here as far as the output from your USB Type-C. All right, so There it is, right? You got your XLR, USB Type-C, and you got your quarter 20 with all your adapters and everything. So you're good to go here. Now, as far as the build quality, you got a plastic part right here. This is metal and this is metal. You got your wind muff here, which it has a nice, beautiful, good texture to it. But it also comes with the the desk mount with the scissor thing here, which these, I have a bunch of these, but for the price, again, you can't complain too much about these here, especially for the price. And it does come with a very, very long USB Type-C. And you have an adapter to USB Type-A. So you have USB Type-C to USB-A if you need that type of port. But yeah, overall, the build quality is pretty nice. I love the feel of the texture here. But yeah, the build quality is really good. And one of the questions that I ask myself when I review microphones like this is, especially at the price point, how do they do it? Like, I feel like, how do they do it, especially at these ridiculous cheap price points that these companies do? But yeah, at the very budget range of, again, I keep saying $65 is because when I looked on online, I found it for a very good price, which I will leave that link down in the description below. But overall, the build quality is really nice. But let me go and attach this to a smartphone so we can hear how this sounds via smartphone. All right, guys, so here it is. This is going to be the dynamic microphone for FIFINE connected into a smartphone. Now, the smartphone that I'm using is the Galaxy S25 Ultra, and I'm have it in video pro mode. I'm connected it via USB Type-C to USB Type-C, and this is going to be the sound quality that you're going to get. Now, in this scenario, if you are a person that already have a smartphone and you want to be a beginner content creator and you want to get very good sound quality, this is going to be what you're going to get, right? Again, I'm in a treated space, just so you know. The room right now is fully treated. And this is going to be no equalization and nothing, just so you know. Now, let's talk a little more about the scenario that I have using a smartphone. Now, I'm monitoring the audio going into the audio jack of the microphone. So as you can see in the back of the microphone, I have the USB Type-C, but you do have two knobs there. One is going to be for the volume for the headphones, and one of the volumes is going to be for the USB Type-C volume going into the smartphone. So you have to make your adjustments accordingly. But this is going to be the sound quality with no equalization, no enhancements going into a smartphone. Now, they do have some other features such as mute. It's very sensitive. That's what y'all got to know that. So when you hit the mute button, it's going to be very sensitive. Check this out. I mean, barely tapping it. So you have to be careful of that, right? Because if you just go around the microphone and you tap that, wow. So yeah, it's very sensitive, just so you know. All right, guys. So here it is. This is going to be the FIFINE dynamic microphone in a untreated space. As in my studio, it's fully treated for sound optimization. But in this area right here, is no treatment at all. So I got wood floors and the walls and sound bouncing all over the place. This is going to be the sound quality that you're going to get from a microphone like this in an environment like this. So y'all guys can hear the difference between a sound treated room and a untreated room. Now, I'm using no equalization, no nothing. Only thing I'm doing is kind of making sure that the volume is all good in post, and I'm using the Zoom F6 to record this part of the video. But other than that, this is going to be the sound quality that you're going to get in the untreated environment. So let me know down in the comments below, how do you like the sound? Okay, so here's my conclusion. The FIFINE is a great dynamic microphone for the price, right? The pros is the sound quality is okay, right? For the price, right? It's awesome for that. The build quality is also great for the price. It's kind of unmatched. That's the pros, right? right? The cons is that the microphone arm is on the cheap side, right? The little scissor arm that you can get relatively cheap. Can't complain too much because you get the whole kit for under $65. Also, there's no XLR cable, which is kind of a bummer. And I do understand that if you want to get this for that price, you have to, you know, get an XLR cable if you're using the audio interface. But overall, the build quality is pretty solid. Using the USB to a smartphone is pretty solid. The sound quality overall for the price is really great, right? But you know what? I will leave all product links down in the description below if you want to check out this microphone. This is Eric the Tech Preacher. Leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think about the FIFINE. This is the first one. This is the first FIFINE microphone I ever used, and I'm overall impressed at the audio quality. This is Eric. See you guys on the next video. Peace.